is the Calvet River Crossing on the east side when you're coming from the Hell's Gate Roadhouse, 80 kilometers behind the border crossing. And there's a gravel pullover on the side road, and that's where we stopped. And I'm checking out the river itself now with Dudley because he needs some exercise. He left Hell's Gates this morning at, what was it, 11ish? 10:30, just after 10:30, after we filled up his fuel. He stayed there overnight, and we reached the border, the Northern Territory border, at about 11:30. And then we forgot that Northern Territory has a different time zone, and I was wondering why my watch is not on the same time like our mobile phones. Yeah, interesting. So now this is the exit to the pullover here. We came from that area, from that side. It's a dusty road, I tell you, all the way, gravel, and very, very bad. We thought we are okay with not letting the tires down, but we actually had to let them down. We're traveling at the moment with 35 psi on the caravan and on the car, and seems to be fine. It's a much smoother ride than with the original tire pressure. Usually we travel with about 47 on the car, and I think it is 50 or 51 on the caravan, I guess. Not sure, have to ask Simon. But yeah, the entrance to this little stopover where you can stay overnight, I would say, it's just before all these signs that alert you for the river crossing itself. And as you can see, lots of holes in the road, and this is the better part. Most part of the road was very heavily corrugated and is extremely dusty. So pretty much hit and miss where you go. And here apparently that is the other pullover here. I'll go down here with Dudley and see what the road is, but I hopefully can go down to the river with him just to let him off. But we have to be careful with all the ticks here in the Northern Territory, and as well, I guess 1080 bites. Still not a nice thing, but that's what I do. So yeah. Look how beautiful it is here. This is clearly no access for caravans, even for cars, not really, up until here. But that was beautiful. Dudley, come down here. Come over here. Come here. Come here. Come. Come. Here, this way. Yeah. You have to be careful. Good boy. The reviews on Wikicam show no crocs. I'm not quite sure, but the water is very clear. And as far as I know, crocs love muddy waters, so probably no crocs here, but you have to be careful anyway. Isn't that beautiful? And that is actually the bridge. I'll show you. That's the bridge you cross if you go from east to west or west to east. That is the official bridge crossing. And they just built this in 2019 according to the signs on the road. So I guess this was the old crossing here. Somehow, I don't know. Just looks like. Or maybe there was an old bridge and it has been washed away because of all the heavy floods here. Probably. Look at the water, how clear it is. Oops. Come here, come. Come. No, leave the stick alone. Come. Come. Good boy. Beautiful. It's about 500 meters from where we parked. We parked uphill. We have pulled up at the most gorgeous campsite. Actually, with a $1 million view. Look at that, overlooking the river and the crossing. And it is a bit dusty up here, but the beauty of this landscape, and you have so much bird life. I don't know if there are
no swimming.
No swimming. There are crocs here.
Yep.
I'm not sure if that guy is actually a ranger down there.
I don't know. He stopped there.
Yeah. He has some printing on his car, but or maybe he is. We know.
Yeah, so like there's a fire pit. We have a fire pit over there.
Yeah, we can.
We're having a campfire.
Alright. So yeah, we stay here for at least a night, maybe two.
2 nights.
2 nights.
2 nights.
We stay for 2 nights. We stayed one night down the road, like how many kilometers away? At Calvet River Crossing.
100.
Today?
107 kilometers we drove.
Really? So much?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that was a nice spot, but this one is even better.
But
beautiful.
The road.
Oh my God! Bad. Yeah, the road.
Corrugation.
Partly we only could drive 30 or 28 even.
Some we have to slow down. Very
Yeah.
And this tap here, he hit
we have some marks from the water tap in the kitchen. It was rattling around, and then I don't know if you can see that from here. Some scratches. There's a mark in the plastic on the window, just a little spot, which isn't too bad. But if you go corrugated roads, you have to think about securing your tap somehow. We have to find a solution for that, because the tap is very soft moving, like turning, and
the corners are very sharp corners, and they're rattling on this. You see here.
And the other thing you have to be aware of is turn your pump off, your water pump, and then let the rest of the water out of the tap. Otherwise, it was happening to us. The tap turns around, so what is it called? The tap is actually facing over the kitchen bench, and then the handle opens itself as well and releases the rest of the water that is in the tap, and you flood your kitchen. I luckily had kitchen towels on the bench, not knowing what was happening or what would happening. It was just, a lucky placement for me. And when we stopped yesterday, we found out that the water that was left in the tap was then on the kitchen towel. If we wouldn't have the kitchen towel there, we would have like a little flooding in the kitchen and bedroom area, I suppose. So this is the things you learn on the road when you're going off-road, corrugation, and very bad roads. Yeah. I don't think, and I thought from the first moment when we got the caravan, I don't think that is the best solution for a tap. I guess there should be better options out there, and we will investigate in that one for the future. If we find a better one, we will replace the tap in the kitchen.
That's an expensive one, actually.
That is an expensive one, but maybe not made for off-road.
No.
You never know.
No, it's just for
that is just a kitchen tap, like a sink tap, a nice one. But there must be better solutions for off-road caravans. We will have a look into that. And but saying that, not much damage. And since we turn the water pump off all the time, it was only like, let's say 200-300 milliliters maximum. But I show you what I mean with the tap. So this is actually now my solution. When we were driving, the tap itself rattled over there, touched the closed window with one of these sharp corners here, and we have a mark on the window, and also the handle. Back because the pump is on. The handle opened itself and released the rest of the water that was in the tap after we turned the pump off. And I had this towel yesterday sitting here to actually let it dry. That was my kitchen towel, and it was wet from doing the dishes in the morning. So I had it sitting here, and the tap rattled over here, and the handle opened itself and released all the water. And when we stopped, this towel was like dripping wet, but at least it didn't run down the kitchen bench. And yeah, things you learn on the road. But look at this. There's still some dirt coming out, probably from the air condition. Still,
out of the cabinet.
Still, after 14, 15 months in the caravan, there's still coming some production dust out of the upper somewhere. I don't know. But that's not a problem. We just clean it up and it's fine. Other than that, the caravan is dust free from the outside, definitely. I'll show you what we look like. Like, that's the outside. That is the outside. And inside the seals, there's nothing in there. It's all clean. No red dust inside. It's just all on the outside. And even the kitchen, the outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, good. I wiped here.
You wiped it off, yes,
Yeah,
but the
but
dirt only goes to the seal and not inside the area anyway. But yeah, it is a bit dusty up in the country here. Northern Territory icing. Look here, I mean. And our wheel cover, you can't see our logo anymore. The caravan looks a bit yeah, like it needs a wash. That's the crossing where we came from. We came from that way. So we will have an entertaining afternoon watching the cars going through. But there are crocs in the river. You don't swim there. We stay up there. You can see it. At the moment we are the only ones. It is 20 to 3, so maybe we stay alone there overnight. You don't know. There's a lot of traffic coming through, and they stop here for pictures, but then they keep traveling, which is not a bad thing. But apparently there is a lagoon here, like a nice lagoon. And I guess that's that one over there. And also crocs here, of course. And up the road, I would say like 500 meters or maybe a kilometer, there is the access to, or not even a kilometer, there is the access to 7 Emu Station, which is listed at Wikicamps as a Barramundi fishing heaven. But we are not fishing, we don't have boats, so we don't stay on these stations. Look at the lagoons here. I'm not sure if that is the lagoon actually, but there are kangaroo prints here. Definitely kangaroos around. And there are ticks everywhere. I had one yesterday on my arm. Simon just found one as well. And yeah, you have to be careful. Ticks, ticks, ticks. I just went down to the river with the bucket to grab some water to wash off our feet, to save some water from the tanks. Look at it. Look at how clear it is. That is perfect. Clear, nice water. Nothing like the Brisbane River. The murky waters of the Brisbane River. And we are still the only ones here. A few caravans stopped during the day, in the afternoon. I had a break and then they kept going. And there comes Simon, he's just walking deadly. Before bedtime, sun is setting over there. And we will have dinner now. Beautiful, silent, quiet spot. The only thing you hear is the nature sound. The water is running down there. So there's a waterfall. You hear the birds. We just had a kite sitting up in the tree. And our inverter is running because I've got the internet on. But other than that, you can't hear anything. It's just us and nature. How beautiful is that? Yay! Oh, it will be a quiet night for us. I think we stay here for 2 nights or maybe 3, we don't know yet. It's just so beautiful. Gives me a little bit of time to do some work tomorrow. And then I keep going. What's the rating for this camp? What is the rating for this camp spot?
12 out of 10.
Again. Dudley, come here.
Daddy,
Come.
come here.
Cool, hey?
Yeah.
Love it. Yep.
So we know.
Do we have some fire tonight? What do you think? No? Okay.